Hey everybody, I went looking through my replays because I couldn't find some of the levels that I wanted to show, and turns out apparently some of them either don't exist or are unreachable through social rating. So I found one of them all the way second to last on my replays, so I'm just going to play my replay. Hopefully it runs well, and I'll remove the HUD so that you can see it. All that'll be on here is my portrait for the recording. Now I go to check this thing out because I hear a tune. Oh wow, that's kind of tricky. That could burn somebody. This part's pretty brilliant. On behalf of the builder, I mean. I remember gasping in shock when that caught me and being kind of annoyed, but hey, it's an excellent trap. You know what else works out to be an excellent trap? A tiny opening with a trap that blows up. Yeah. Yeah. Evil genius. Kind of gross, and goes for the hook and stab. Put you on your toes right away. Great build. Really. I wasn't doing all that. Trying to check the angles there. See, I don't always kill Hari. I heard the monster. I don't know why its sound wasn't playing in this replay, but I definitely heard that monster. That's why I threw that. Very squishy. Yeah, I hate that the replay doesn't properly show the vertical angles sometimes. me, bro. I'm recording. I'm pretty sure what I was thinking here was I was just checking the floor to see if I could see any shifting floors, hollow cubes. Huh?
Check that floor.
I did.
What's the name of the level?
Huh?
What's the name of the level?
I don't remember. It's by a player that goes by Attack Squad.
Come on down to Attack Squad. We got the floors.
Way down. I'm sure I get killed again before I make it through this level.
Oh, you forget that.
Yep, I got the claw and then I got the toast.
This is the way it is made.
It was indeed.
Ben's delicious.
And I was kicking myself because I looked right at that claw and thought, I'll deal with that later. It won't get me. It won't put me in any danger. And then of course I panicked and it caused me to move into danger.
Just what they wanted you to think.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's not.
And it's funny too because like a lot of the enemies that are placed in the level, I feel like it was pretty straightforward on the enemy placement. These guys were one of the biggest flaws in the level because they just came in right after I got to this point both times. So I don't know if they're activated by bloodlust, by hearing the other guard that I killed in that room, but they appear either too early or too late for me.
That's one of the troubles with making levels, level design. Sometimes it's too early, sometimes it's too late.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to continually practice.
Obviously, the best
check
part
the time
is when you create a.
Amongst the replays.
The best part, obviously, is when you goof up and end up inadvertently creating like a master level trap that you're just like, wow, I can purposely do that as all, but it's amazing.
Sometimes that
How did I
happens.
not think of it?
My thought process this time was this: I wasn't even going to waste a grenade, so I just shot where the enemy was in spawn, and I managed to hit him right away. The first time I threw the grenade there, but then the second time after knowing what was there already, obviously, why should I waste another grenade? So, and that's one of my issues is that, like, I try and get through the level the first time with no deaths, which I'm sure everybody tries to do, but some people will take more risks and do what I call, going Groundhog Day. Like,
So just keep running it until I get it.
Yeah, of course, eventually you're going to beat it, but the point is not to have to Groundhog Day it to beat the level. As you can see, some of those are filled with more dangers than others. Once again, as you see, they're hard to get dangerously close to being in my way. I was trying to escape this carnival of nightmares.
Is it really a carnival, though?
No. It kind of sounds like one of the ways the walls squishy.
I feel like there should be more clowns than the carnival.
Killer clowns. Just straight clowning, bro. I decided to give him the boom boom.
But did it do anything?
Pop this trap again. My reflex to save me the first time, and now this time I'm like, okay, I knew there were too many bedrock blocks. I'm gonna check the whole thing now. took out the claw that caught me before that made me panic. Feed a grenade to those traps. And then wreck up the place. Plus at this point I have a pretty good idea of what the traps are and the level and everything. So, at least to the point I played it.
And the only thing that happens, but it happens with all games, is when you reach a point, it becomes rinse and repeat. It's no longer interesting.
And that's the good part of things like this, where players design the levels and then you're supposed to try and run through it and you get better points if you get through it without dying. So it helps to reward good thought and good reflexes. I guess they had the floater just to catch somebody who's trying to just power through really fast.
Maybe.
Typically I'm more of a slow player, but sometimes I get a wild hair and I just want to rush through something. Or see if I can rush through it. And there are times when I play through a level multiple times and I get got so many times that eventually I'm like, you know what? It's time for Occam's very simple solution is probably the best. Let's just see if I can fly through it. And you know what? You can get through things fast enough. There are a lot of traps that are just rendered useless by that. Just running through them. Especially things like bolt traps, where once it fires, unless it has double down, it doesn't fire again. And even if it has double down, it only fires one more time.
Well, I mean, even in a game like Diablo 2, if you could teleport and you could go fast enough, and reflexes have good enough reflexes, then, I mean, you could get to Dario without really killing anyone.
Right.
If you wanted to.
And I typically like to play it slower. I like to take out the threats and make sure I've got a space to back up to. I'm not really sure what the best counters are to that in the game. Obviously, rushers, the main counters you have for them have to be clusters of traps, because somebody may have an arc shield. So clusters of traps and certain traps that can punish them for moving quickly or halt their movement. Claw traps would halt movement. Pistons can catch somebody and crush them if their timing is off. They can also block the way.
One of the things to me with a game design, if you're trying to catch people and mess them up and everything, with traps and things of that nature, is to play the traps off of one another. So like when they jump to avoid one, they jump into the line of fire of the other, and they can't help it. Like that's the natural flow. And so you either have to move really slow to catch it, or you plow through and end up, you're caught by one or the other.
I feel like rushers,
without really thinking about it.
I feel like rushers have the worst of it when it comes to, and sometimes people show me an alternate route, and a lot of times I won't take the alternate route unless it's obviously an escape right in front of me.
I feel that would probably
this,
make
I can see the sand on the outside, and I was like, oh, okay.
Because you've already been through the other side.
Yeah, this is great,
but
though.
This you don't know
This is
sure.
great. It's the ass end of the worm. Just a great level, great, excellent design, very sneaky traps, and just a joy to play. I wish it was available for everybody to play, but I couldn't find it on the social, so it's very likely nobody else would be able to either. Anyway, through this video you'll be able to enjoy it and hear a little bit of commentary at the same time if you like that sort of thing. I hope you had a great time, and thank you for watching. Be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Say bye, Andy.
Bye.